Hey, what's going on, guys? Today, me and my friend Noah will be doing a Augments tier list in Fortnite Chapter 4, Season 2. I didn't do an introduction in the beginning of the video, but yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, more parkour. Oh, that's a weird one, man.
I thought you said you can handle it.
No, that's a weird one because more parkour is energy gets regenerated when mantling and like hurdling shit. But I mean, there is a lot of situations where you can use that, but it's just kind of it's just kind of screams B tier to me because I mean it's useful in like very specific situations, bro. Because
now,
I mean, you can be running and then jumping over shit, and you could use that little bit of stamina. But
that's true. That is very true.
It doesn't give you that much stamina, which kind of sucks.
Now, let me put my 2 cents in here. Personally, I think a B tier is what you said.
Yeah, I'll give it maybe middle B minus.
Now, back in last season, whenever this first became a thing, I was a hard more parkour meat rider. You know, I meat read the fuck out of it. I always got it. Thought this is great. Love mobility. Mobility's so huge, and I need it. However, more parkour is a fucking figment of an imagination that you have that extra fucking mobility. You have nothing with more parkour. I have attached that thing on so many goddamn times. The amount of times that I forget I even have it equipped, that I mainly use it on accident than ever on purpose in a fight. I've never used it for a fight. I've barely used it to outrun the storm a handful of times. And overall, I think just like, it lasts for like 3 seconds, I think. It lasts for no time at all. It immediately starts blinking as soon as you fucking are done mantling. It's crazy. It doesn't do anything. I thought that shit in the D tier because it's still better than the few, but D tier at best.
Oh, you know what? We'll just do both of ours, put in C. B, D, and we'll go right into C. All right, more parkour C tier because I think on paper it sounds really it sounds good, it sounds useful, but yeah. I guess in our like actual like experience of using it, not that useful.
Okay, munition slide, part of the looting augment category. Gain medium ammo when sliding. This is a very simple idea. Very simple idea of one. Very good execution, I feel. I do enjoy this a lot. I enjoy this as the first augment I get at the batch, and I enjoy it all the way up to the very end. For no other reason than just like the idea of sliding and getting ammo from it. Like I just picking up it as I'm fucking going by a chicken and shit. Like I'm just yoinking it from their families and home in the grass. I don't know. However, realistically, late game there is good augments for beginning and better augments for late game. Like that's just how it goes. Munition slide is not living up to what it should be. I feel like munition slide. I think if it gave multiple ammos, maybe even less, but just multiple, like kind of like a random lottery system, maybe that elevated since you could get like fucking like rocket ammo, fucking sniper ammo and all that shit. It'd make it a little busted, but good and better. I'd have to slap this one probably in around CD range, maybe C minus. Nah, I give it at least a C because it is useful. It has its use.
I think it only gives medium ammo.
It only gives me. That's the issue. It only gives medium.
Yeah, which does suck. It's good for ARs, but it's booty butt cheeks. When it comes to late game. Yeah. So I actually do agree. I do agree with that. It's just a little mid. It's just mid.
Midder than mid, bro.
All right. Now we will go on to aerialist. And on God, bro. Gotta slap that baby up there. Dude, S tier, bro. We're giving aerialist our first S tier of the video. Okay, so what aerialist does?
Not agree more.
Boys and girls, aerialist does what's something that a woman in her late 40s can't do. It gets pretty wet up there, boys. And what I'm just gonna say is that it's useful in every single situation that you could possibly imagine it for. So what aerialist does is even if you're falling off of a little fucking 2-inch cliff, you're able to open up your parachute. It's something that is just unheard of in Fortnite. And And
I
you
have
just
to say,
you
but in
just go
my
ahead, Noah.
opinion,
Go ahead. No, it's okay, Noah.
Uh, I think Airless sliding in S tier is the best decision we could ever make. I think no one is shocked by this. The fact that Airless is even on this list is already making our other two down there look like straight up D and E tiers, based on just the pure excellence that is Airless. It's so useful. It has endless uses throughout the match, especially in builds or even no builds. You're gonna run off a cliff and be fine. Great for mobility, great for staying alive, and a great last minute ditch effort to avoid enemies. It is amazing. It is immaculate. Best augment out there. S tier perfectly. Sniper surplus. Your sniper rifle will receive 1 extra ammo in other magazine. In other magazines. That's really good. It's so nice. It is such a good add to the bolt sniper rifle. It's the only reason I've even picked up the sniper rifle and been trying to use it each and every game I use it is because I have that perk. That augment is so good in terms. It literally doubles your time to kill. It literally doubles the amount of time that you're given to kill someone. It is fantastic. Especially in this game where a sniper rifle is an instant fucking down, no matter what. Even in fucking no builds with the backup shield, it's fucking amazing. I'd give that one an A tier. I'm feeling A tier with that one. Has a lot of love from me. I'm giving it an A.
Yeah, that one is pretty immaculate. I do like that because you don't have to. It literally cuts down like the reload time like instantly because you have 2 bullets this time. You don't have to like reload that shit after every single shot that you shoot. So yeah, A tier, my boy.
All right. Dignified finish. Eliminations refresh a cooldown for the kinetic blades dash attack. I'm gonna let you describe this one.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've really used this one. Like I've had it, but I don't think I've ever like noticed it actually worked. So for this one, I just don't think I've ever used it, and honestly don't really know the mechanics behind it. Like Noah, do you like, does it fully recharge your shit? Like, did you get 3 like sword attacks, or does it only give you like 1 extra like fly boy like sword attack?
I'm gonna be real with you. I've never once noticed this ability in action ever. I'm just like you. I have put this on so many times, thinking it could be useful because I like the swords a lot, especially the dash move. And it's done shit for me. It does nothing. I've never noticed it. Genuinely kind of a waste of an augment in my opinion. I'd have to give that, in my own personal opinion, like an E or an F. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
It's just like, it's very specific because even the swords are like kind of low damage. Like the only really good part about the swords is that it really just stuns your enemy, but you have to stun them and then instantly turn to a gun. It has like, the only real upside to the sword is this awesome transportation, especially matched with the awesome aerialist.
The love of my life.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I would have to agree with you. We're gonna have to put it EF, bro. EF tier.
I'm on the side of just up to an E because I feel like it at least has use. It's just not very seen, but like it has use. There's a reason we choose it when we do. We have faith in it. We just miss whenever it does it, if it ever does.
Sounds good on paper, but the actual like usage of it's just an E augment.
Downright not even noticeable. This one's a personal fave of mine. And the funny thing is, I'm completely lying about that. This one is, which one is this one? Is this
I can read it out if you
this
want
one.
to. Yeah. As nearby chests are marked the first time the enters a POI. Just like when a player claims the location.
Oh, like a new layer, like a new area, like a new like named place essentially.
Yeah, augment chests will be visible on their screen whenever they enter a named location for the first time in a match. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay.
Never used it.
I didn't. I knew like how it worked, honestly, but I didn't know the mechanics of it. I knew it outlined like the chest and stuff like that, but I just didn't know that it only happened when you entered a named location for the first time during a match.
Nah, I want to see what you gotta rate this guy. Where are you sliding?
Dude, it is useful, but then when you get late game, bro, the only really good thing about these chests is that they have slurp in them, and healing items. You don't get them for the guns. And plus, at that point, you probably have a good amount of ammo that you're not really opening it for the ammo. So I'm saying it's more of a early, middle augment in game. It's just when you get the late game, it's just not really that useful. And so I honestly, I might have to give it like a BC, bro. Maybe C, because it's kind of mid. Because early game, it's good. I do like it early game because there's a fuck ton of like chest and shit. You instantly go and get those, and that's it. But late game, it's not really that useful.
You know, I can't lie. I was gonna say D full-heartedly, but you're not necessarily wrong. Early game for that is certainly not the worst. It has its uses there, and it still has use later. Like imagine you're out of no more healing, and you need to find something quick, but you don't have time to search out the houses. You go to a new area, bam, chest galore. All you could ever ask for, all you could ever need, there with the healing, with the clutch, with the save. I think it belongs in save really well. Alright, dumpster diving sucks. A loot will spawn nearby when you leave a hiding place, and occur once per hiding place. I've never used that. I have never used this ability. I think I have activated it. Never touched its ability. I never activated it and like sought out a trash can. And times I did, I didn't find a trash can. And I know it doesn't have to be a trash can, but I'm not always in frenzy fields looking through the fucking haystacks. I don't know where fucking shit to hide it. Like I don't know where to hide. I think it's a bad augment. That's an easy E tier. Downright F tier. Because again, I've never used this ability, even when I put it in. I'm gonna have to say F tier.
I'm gonna have to say F tier too. Jelly Angler. And this, the player receives a fishing rod, and they can use it to fish anywhere, but they will only be able to fish jellyfish. Which is, you wanna know, I'll let you explain this, because you explained it to me very well the other day, and you brought up some really good points on what you felt about it.
I'll just say I'll just retell what I told you. And that it is god awful, and it is terrible, and you should never use it. That's an F tier. I'm not explaining myself. I'm happy with that. It heals like 5 health. You can only carry like 3 at a time, and then it actually takes legitimate time just to fish it out. Not to mention the fishing rod itself also takes room in your inventory. It is garbage. It has never been useful. I've used it. I've attempted to use it strategically, and it has never worked in my favor well. It's just wasting my time, making me hit the game. It's an F tier.
All right, going on to Chug Gunner. And this one is actually the most simplest one, I think, out of all of these. It literally just gives you a chug cannon. That's all it does. And I mean, if you really, I mean, this one's very subjective. It just kind of depends on what your strategy is during the game. And depending on that, you might rate this completely different than me, giving it a fat D. Because I mean, realistically, chug cannons only take, like, they take up 2 slots of your fucking inventory, and those 2 slots you can put in an SMG and a shotgun in that bitch, or you can put like a good healing item like a chug keg or something like that, or even like the health spray or whatever the hell it's called. And I just believe this one is very subjective, and I don't use chug cannons that much. All I do is that sometimes if I'm really low and I have like a spare augment that I have to use, get this one, shoot the chug cannon on my floor, heal up real quick, and then pick up my other guns that I dropped for this thing. So D, E tier, but I'll just stick it in with D. I'll let Noah have his thoughts on it.
Okay, I'm willing to say that this thing is easily a D tier. I never pick it up, never choose it, and that's because realistically, there's a lot of augments that just give you an item, and the augments then don't do anything for your stat but give you an item. I have a running trend of being the worst augments, and that is the exact same case for this one. You just waste of an augment. You only get 4, and you're gonna waste on a chug cannon. Huh? There's so many better healing items. And so, like, wasting an augment on it is just the most pointless thing. And like you said, the inventory slots that you lose are also just so fucking vital at this point in the game. You can't really be doing shit like that. I'm willing to leave it in the D tier. I think it fits there really well. What the fuck is this? Oh, that's fucking Shadow Striker. Dude, that one's fucking stupid. It's just you have a chance of obtaining a fucking Shadow Bomb in containers that you open. It's the same thing as like those fucking Splash ones, except it's Shadow Striker. I'm willing to say that's like an E tier, because whenever I did use it, it was fun. It pretty much just gives your character like camouflage for like a few seconds. But all you can do is run. Like you can't do anything else. I think you can shoot. I don't know. Like, it's really not that good. It's another one just not worth picking up. But it has used someone to leave it in E tier.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever used it ever in my whole life. So we'll just leave it in E tier and just leave it at that. All right, going on to the next one. It's Keymaster. My bad. This one, yeah. All right, next one is Keymaster, and this one literally just gives you 2 hollow chest keys, which honestly, on God, bro, this one is a good one. I do really like this one. Dude, you can get an exotic gun in one of the hollow chests that are scattered around the map, and you can get 2 legendaries guns like from that, because you get 2 of these keys. You can get like a legendary freaking Havoc, or you can get like a legendary Red Eye, dude. This one is pretty immaculate. You can even get an exotic P90, bro. Makes you run forever. This one is a breeze. So easily, if I see this one, it's usually paired up with Aerialist, and honestly, hardest choices I've ever had, bro. And for that, dude, SA tier, maybe even S tier, just because of how good it is. And I'll let Noah put in his 2 cents in that bitch.
I never use this one. I can't lie. I feel like I underappreciate it from what you just fucking said. I don't ever pick it up. I don't know why. I just never bothered really taking time to think about it in terms of like how useful it could be. Because I already don't use those chest keys a good bit. I've only recently been using them more. And the idea of it, now I've been rereading it because I never fucking reread it before. And thinking about it and all of its uses, like you said, I think it is a pretty good one, and I probably will use it from now on. But I'm willing to only keep it in A tier, because realistically, you're comparing watermelons to grapes with those two. Like Aerialist is such a fucking beefcake of an augment. That's a powerhouse. That's like that guy's going to every single fucking all of his friends' Thanksgiving dinners, invited to every single party. He's just a cool guy. He can't be matched, bro.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I do agree. I do think Aerialist is a lot more useful in a lot more situations than Hollow Keys, but because you do have to go around the map and try to find it, especially the weapons that you want. They could be just completely random for the hollow chest. So, yeah, I do concur.
This one's essentially the exact same as the Shadow Striker, just the fucking one that you just get one out when you open up a container. It's as simple as that. I definitely think this is a good one. I like to use it a lot. I'm willing to say this one's an easy B tier, honestly.
Man. So I this one only adds like 1 slurp. What is it? Slap juice? Yeah, it only adds like 1 slap juice when you're opening chests and stuff like that. Dude. I might bring it down a bit. I think it's a C, bro. It gives me C vibes, dude. Because I mean, slap juice in general only heals you like 15. And I think it'll only give you like what 4 slap juices, so that's like 65, which I mean is good, but it takes about 2 seconds I think to drink them, which is about 8 minutes. And I mean the ratio, dude, it's good for like easy combat, but if slap juice is all you have, it's just not that good. That's what I think. So I think it's a C. I think it's a B, C.
I'm willing to keep it in C for you. I think it's a decent enough for no reason. Maybe I might have been a little trigger happy there at the B tier. I saw it was a little empty and lonely.
Oh yeah, it is a little lonely. You gotta put some stuff in there.
It takes a lot out of an augment to fucking surpass the B tier, but once it does that, it just shoots all the way to A.
Okay, next one is Bloodhound. I actually never use this one, even though it sounds all right.
This one is a very hard one for me to place due to the fact that it is such a obnoxiously specific augment that is really good. It is super good. The issue with it in this season, however, because this was the last season augment as well, the difference between the two seasons is the DMR. People are going to use the DMR with this augment and pair it up because you kind of fucking have to. It's so specific, you need it. Like the only DMR you can use. The issue is that this season's DMR is like fucking a piece of cardboard compared to the fucking glorious other DMR that was last season. The other DMR would fucking beam you down any meters away. This one will fucking tickle your nose if you hit the perfect headshot. It's mainly the DMR that really downgraded this season, not the augment, but that does still bring down the augment. I think this one is like, I had to say it might be about a D. This one's looking like about a D tier. It's just too specific. Maybe I'd be more than happy to place it even higher if it was like the sniper. Also, like if sniper rifles also activated that. 'Cause I don't know why it's just marksman.
It's only marksman rifles? It's not like ARs and shit?
No.
Because it just says rifles. It doesn't say like marksman rifles.
I'm pretty damn sure it's just marksman rifles. All it is.
I'm not too sure. I don't use it, surprisingly. Which I mean,
I use
it
it
kind
a
of makes
lot.
sense. Kind of makes sense because I don't use the marksman rifle like at all, really.
I'm telling you, it's only marksman rifles. I'm 100% sure.
Okay. Well. All right.
It hurts my heart, but I think D is the right tier.
Okay, I concur. I guess because I don't use it. This one, honestly, I think it is pretty good, but I do use shotguns a lot. Which this one is called Shotgun Recycle, and basically all it does is that I think it gives you a chance to not use a shotgun shell when you're using it. Yeah, doesn't consume ammo, and you have a chance to just conserve ammo. I guess I don't know the percentage that you have for it, but since I do use it and I do actually really like it, I like the Havoc, and I do notice it being used during my games. On God, bro. I don't know if you use shotguns that well, nor really notice this one, but I mean it's all right.
I'm not
like
a huge
before,
shotgun spammer in games, so like I probably it's definitely happened to me. I've used this augment plenty of times. I can't say I fully notice it in fights.
Yeah, now I'm like really sitting down and thinking about it. It is a little bit forgettable.
It's like it probably happens, but like, does it ever happen when it needs to happen? You know?
Yeah, you ever like jumping around in a gunfight, just shooting, and then you realize you only have like 6 bullets, but then look back down and you shot like 3 shots, and then notice you only have like 5 bullets left. Like, no, you don't notice it really using or conserving that ammo, really. Actually, it might not honestly be that good because you get a lot of shotgun ammo during the games.
I think where it really falls is the fact that every single shotgun in the game right now has a good amount of ammo. Even the Havoc, who has probably the least amount of ammo, has like the fastest reload time. I don't know if you ever took notice of that. The Havoc has an insanely fast reload time. So this one kind of falls flat on that. It's like, it's useful, but is it?
Man, what do you say? I'm probably gonna have to say C just because I use shotguns. Yeah, but I'm also pairing it up with this parkour one because you don't really notice it.
I think that's a good one. I think those two go together.
The light fingers.
Oh shit. So light fingers, it just makes every single fucking light ammo gun that takes light ammo, just lets it reload quicker. This is like ideally, I think, an example of like a perfect augment in terms of like what its purpose, to like how you see it in battle. Like it's very noticeable in a fight. It's very useful. Covers a very good range of weapons. I'd say the only issue is I dislike a good bit of the lighter weapons. I love the pistol, but I'm not the best with the pistol. I could be better with the pistol. The pistol can actually shred so many people from max health down to nothing in like a molecule of a second. But you have to spam that thing with all your life and hit every single shot. That's difficult. That's decently challenging. But this it still does help your odds since it reloads the fucking pistol super quickly. It is a super good augment. I honestly don't use it that much. I'm not impressed by it. But that is mainly just due to the fact that it doesn't cover the guns I typically use. I typically use ARs and shotguns. And for that reason, I don't use this augment almost ever, honestly. Unless I know I'm going to be wanting to run like a pistol and maybe an SMG. I'd say this one, I think this one deserves the B tier. I'm saying it deserves that B
finally
tier.
putting one in the B tier.
I'm demanding it stays in the B tier.
Okay, I can't really put it in 2 cents because I don't use pistols. This one's pretty subjective. Well, I mean, all of these are subjective. It's just how your playstyle is. But, I don't use pistols. I don't ever get this one. So, we'll just leave this to a rating for you. On God, bro. Probably put that shit in D. But we'll just leave it where it is for now. Alright,
Alright. This was all you, big dog.
Yeah, we have 2 more, by the way. We forgot on the thing. We forgot supercharged. That's the one with the car.
Oh, you're right.
I think that's the only one we left out. I guess I can do supercharged. Fuck. How can I do this? Hold up. Okay. So supercharged is just this shit, and it is the user's vehicles have increased health and only consume fuel when boosting, which I think I've only used this maybe once during an actual game, and during the time it was very useful. I'm actually not too sure if you can be a passenger. I think it's if you just enter the car, it boosts it. I don't know. No, do you know that?
As long as the thing that is the car you're in, I'm pretty sure that is the case.
Yeah, I think it is just the car you're in, which I mean, I don't think it boosts the health insanely much or like increases it. And the only good thing I think really is that your car doesn't run out of gas, really, unless you're actually boosting the shit out of it. Then it doesn't really run out of gas like really at all, which is good if you're trying to go from one map to the side going to another. But honestly, I think it's an easy D tier. I just don't really use it, and I don't really use cars either, so it's very situational, I guess, but it's kind of forgettable at the same time. So I'd put it at a D tier. We will finish this with the last one, which I believe this one is Medio Ammo Amp, which this one increases the magazine size of rifle bullets, and we'll get a 10% increase. I do think this one is very useful for my play style, and I actually do like it because it does increase the magazine size by 10%. And I do think this is a good thing, especially when you're trying to snipe people with rifles. I do think this is good, and I do run out of ammo a lot sometimes, especially if you suck at the game and you can't hit shots. I do think this one is a B tier. Don't know how Noah feels about it, but
yeah, to be honest, I was thinking of mean shit, and my fucking my headset disconnected.
What do you think? Supercharged? D tier?
I think
I don't use supercharged. It's very situational on my part. I don't.
Yeah, I think D's good. I think D's good. I've used it a handful of times. I don't think it's anything great, nothing too wonderful, but it has its uses.
You wanna do muscle or medium ammo amp? I mean, I already kind of explained it, but and I put it in B just because it increases the magazine size of rifles.
I use it all fuck ton. I actually use that one like a metric fuck ton. I think B or A is fine with me.
I think that is good. All right, this is our fucking tier list, boys and girls. I think it is a pretty good tier list. I think everything lines up to how we play the game.
Literally nothing but aerialists is in S tier.
It's just too goated, bro. I mean, yeah, I think everything matches up pretty fucking well, honestly. So if you guys enjoyed the fucking video, smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. I guess I'll put Noah's channel in the fucking description.
That's too kind.
Thank you guys for watching, and if you guys agreed with us or had any different opinions, please put it in the comments below. But if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe, and hopefully I will be starting to stream soon. And yeah, thank you guys.